going, holy crap, Shelly, how are we supposed to do 2 videos at one time? We might blow up. Okay. I have both videos going. Yay! Okay, so what I was going to talk about today is changing other people. And so the reason that I'm going to, so number one, I just want to explain, I've already explained on Facebook, but I'll explain on YouTube. I'm doing a double video. So I got my Facebook Live going and my YouTube Live going. So I'm going to be going back and forth between the 2 cameras. And so basically I just wanted to talk about changing other people, just because I think a lot of us, when we like find this like magic formula for ourselves in the law of attraction, and we're like, wow, we can really change our lives for the better, we want to like go and shout it from the mountaintops. And a lot of times people are completely not receptive to that because they're not ready for it, or they're not in a space where they can even think about that, because they're dealing with drama of family, of finances, of job, and they watch the news. We were at Subway at a little like, you know, travel stop place on the way home yesterday from our trip, and they had the news going in the Subway. They had like, you know, because it's like a truck stop, travel stop place. And so we sat down and ate there, and not because the news was on, but because we were just taking a break from our trip and eating some lunch, and the news was on, and it was just like, this has happened and this many people died, and you know, this might happen, and this war might happen, and you know, everything is horrible, and this person was killed, and this person got in an accident, and this plane went down, and it's just like, I can't even stand it. How horrible is all of that? And it's like people get caught up in that. People start their day watching the news, and then they wonder why their day is shitty. Don't watch the news. If there's something important going on in your town, if there's a forest fire, if there's a riot, if there's some major accident that you need to keep track of because it's something local or it's something that really pertains to your life, then by all means, you know, check it out. But don't, what is on the secret says, don't, it's okay to be informed, but don't inundate yourself with all this negativity. It's not good for your soul. It's horrible. And it allows you to stay in that space. So I would encourage you, number one, to be an example and stop watching the news. If you watch the news every day, turn it off. Watch something else. Watch the Ellen DeGeneres show. She has good things and talks about all the good things going on in the world. Watch the Cooking Network. Even watch reality shows, because a lot of those people have a lot of money, and you can see, wow, you know, you can have a lot of money too. I don't know. Just watch something that's more fun for you, that more resonates with who you are. Okay, going back to changing people. So I was just explaining that a lot of people start their day with the news, and then they wonder why their day is so bad. Hi, Joe. Hi, Mona. I'm doing a tandem video with Facebook and YouTube. And so anyways, so the whole changing people and shouting what you know and what you've learned from the rooftops, and then being totally frustrated because nobody's listening to you. I've been in that spot. I've been in, you know, like when I first discovered The Secret, I just wanted to go tell everybody, you can change your life. You can be more positive. You can be happy. You can have everything you want. And, you know, so many people were just like, oh, so I'm just supposed to sit on the couch and think about what I want, and then a sports car is going to appear in my driveway. No, that's not what The Secret's about. The Secret is about attracting those things to you in a positive way. And so when you want to change people, the best way to change people, the best way to influence people and to get people to go, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing that's making you so happy? Is to just be a good example. My mom used to have this quote hanging on her refrigerator, and it says, "You can either be a shining example or a terrible warning." And I just choose to be a shining example. And I've had people go, "Shelly, you can't just like, life isn't like that. Life isn't just blissful and wonderful all the time. You know, you can't just, there's bad things going on in the world. There's people dying. There's children suffering. There's, you know, people starving. There's wars going on." I'm like, yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm not oblivious to that, but me being miserable isn't going to make any of that better. Me being happy and living my best life is going to make that better. Because there might be one person that is suffering in their life that doesn't have a job or doesn't, you know, isn't happy with their life or their spouse or their family or their job or their car or their house or whatever, and they can look at me and go, "Wow, check her out. She's doing this. She's got a great life. How can I be more like her?" I always think about the part in that movie with Will Smith where he's, you know, got his son, and it's based on a true story, and he's a single dad, and he's literally living on the streets, and he's walking along Wall Street, I believe, and this guy pulls up in a Ferrari, and he just stops and is, "I want to know. I want to change." And so, you know, I've had people, like I said, I've had people say, "You can't just be happy all the time, Shelly. Life isn't like that." And it's like, I'm not happy all the time. But when I am unhappy, it doesn't last very long because I choose happiness. You know, I have a bad day and I'll surrender to it and wallow around in it. And then I get up the next day and I choose to be happy. I choose to do what makes me happy in life. I choose to be around people that make me happy in life. I choose to eat what makes me happy. I choose to watch what makes me happy. You know, and I love reality TV, and people are like, "Oh, well, that's not positive." It's positive to me. I love watching it. I think the part of me that loves watching reality TV is I am an analyzer. I love to analyze people. It just comes naturally to me. I'm always like, you know, when I meet new people, when I know people for a long time, I love to figure out what makes them tick. And so when I'm watching reality TV, that's my whole thing, is I'm just watching them tick, you know, and you know, figuring them out. That's what I love to do. So, you know, when you want to change people, when you have children are huge because you want the best for them, and they're going off and doing their own thing, and you're like, "Yeah, but that's not what I had in mind for you. I didn't have that planned for you. I wanted you to do this over here. I had this little package all ready for you, for your life to be like this." And then they go off and do this, and you're like, "Whoa, wait a minute," you know. And then some parents get so wrapped up in that they're so upset and disappointed with their kids that it causes, you know, people to disown each other and stuff. And it's like, it's your job to nurture these little people into the world, and it's your job to guide them, and it's your job to discipline them when they're children and to teach them right from wrong. But when they start flying away, that's their life. Just like your life was your life when you flew away. If you're doing what your parents told you what was best to do, and you are suffering through life because you're doing what you're supposed to do, break free from that, because you are not your parents. You are you, and you should be doing what makes you happy, not what makes them happy. And it's hard. It's hard. I have a transgender child, okay? I have a child that I named and that I treated like a girl for 13 years. And then he decided, "I don't want that name anymore. I don't like that name. I detest that name. I detest that gender." Not that he detests women, but he didn't feel right. It didn't feel right for him. And it has been a process. It wasn't like I was just like, "Oh, okay." I was heartbroken. I named him that name because it meant something special to me for what went through with pregnancy and everything, and it was just felt so right. And then for him to take that and change that and decide that he wants to go his own direction with his life, and so far in his own direction that he's changing his gender and his name, I mean, that's huge. You know, and there are some days that I'm just like, God, I wish he would just come to me and go, Mom, I'm done with this. I want to go back to, you know, the way it was, you know, but that's not my choice. That's his life. And that's what I have to do. That's what I have to let him fly off in his own direction, however that is, you know. Some of us want our kids to go to college or to be a lawyer or to, you know, take over the family business. And they're like, hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do this over here that's totally opposite of anything that you've ever even thought for me. And then you just have to give into it and go, whatever makes you happy. If you are happy camping out all the time, if you are happy, you know, some of us want our kids to be wild and free and you know, live this free lifestyle. And they're like, I'm going to go to school and I'm going to be a lawyer, a doctor, and I'm going to live in the white picket fence and I'm going to have 2.5 children. And you're like, no, you don't have to do that. But if that's what makes them happy, then let them do that. Some people need all that structure and all that security. So it's just like, there is something for all of us. And just because something makes you super happy doesn't mean it's going to make them super happy. So when you want to change someone, there are a couple things you can do. You can be a shining example of what life can be. You let them go on their own path. Even if you don't think that it's the right path for them, you have to let go. And just send love and encouragement for everything that they're doing. Just keep sending them love and encouragement. And every time they do something that's super positive, just shower them with praise and love. So that's my video for today. This totally worked out. I'm doing it on both platforms, on YouTube and on Facebook. So this worked out. So I think I might start doing this. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so that's all. Happy Monday. For my YouTube viewers, there will be some links down below to a planner, a couple books, and a live Bob Proctor seminar. I think I can also put that on my Facebook. I'll have to see if I can do that on Facebook too. Anyhow, have a great day, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.